How's it going? I haven't posted in a while, and there's a good reason for that, but basically, I'm in college, as you guys probably already know, and sometimes assignments pile up, and there are exams and tests and quizzes, so I've been super busy the past 2 weeks. I know I said I was going to post 2 videos this past week, but I'll be posting this one today. And there's another video coming this next week, which will be the one that was for last week. But I'll work really hard on trying to get everything caught up to speed and posting more videos more regularly. I had a friend tell me that maybe I should just post videos on Monday instead of Friday. That way I can get all of my work done over the weekend and actually have content to post the next Monday. So I think that's what I'll be doing now, sticking to the Monday schedule instead of Friday. That'll just make it a lot easier for me to make videos. Also, this video that you're about to watch is more of a photography and videography related video. I plan to make more of these videos as time goes on, where it's less of vlogs and more of photo video stuff. But if you guys don't want to watch it, don't feel like you have to watch it, but if you want to, go ahead. Alright, hope you guys enjoy this video. What's up everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be going over a new light that I got for photography and videography. But let's get into it. So, up until now, I've been using this tiny light. Here it is. It's a bit bright. And it's by a company called Aperture. And they produce great lights, and the light is great. I have no complaints with it, except that it doesn't fit everything that I really need for it. Okay, so here we've got the Godox case that it comes with. And something actually that's better about this Godox 8400 versus the Godox 8600 is that this comes with a case to carry to anywhere that you go. It adds a level of convenience as well as protection for the light itself. And here is the light itself, the Godox 8400. So of course we have the light. This is the bowl that comes with it. This is the mount, and I believe this is a Bowens mount. And of course we have the battery. On top of that, we also have this charging adapter cord, as well as the adapter to actually charge the battery and the light. And one thing that you know immediately is that it's very compact and very conveniently sized. So here we have the release plate for the cover. You just slide that off like that. And then from here you can add the bowl. So from here you'll be able to take your Godox battery, which this might need to be charged, but let's see if it has any charge in it. Well, it looks like it's dead. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna charge this real quick and then we'll get into it. So it turns out that it was charged a little bit, but it's just not turning on. Anyway, now that we've got it turned on and set up, we can see that, well, there we go, that there's the screen. And if I'm being completely honest, I don't know exactly how to use this, but we're here to learn. There's the light. Brighter. Ooh. Very bright. Okay, so now I'm going to open up the tripod for the light mount, and I believe one of these is the softbox that came with it. Okay, so just a little side note, this is a nice photo softbox, and I believe it's a 120 centimeter softbox that I got on eBay with the whole package for the light. So one of the things I was most curious about when buying this was how easy this would be to set up and tear down if I'm trying to travel a lot, get this to locations and use it. Okay, so basically, I don't know if you can see, but all you have to do to actually lock the little bars, the support bars in place, is to drag this back until that button pops into place like that. And you just go around doing that the entire, for all of them. And if you want to take it down, just press that button and it goes down. Also, another thing to note is it's all Velcro, so it'll be very, very easy to set up and tear down in an efficient and timely manner. Just like that. But I gotta get all the support bars set up first. Now all the support bars are set up and in place, and now I just got to lock the Velcro on that. Cool. So yeah, this is a 120 light, and it's pretty big when it's blown up all the way, but it compacts pretty nicely, pretty snugly in its bag. But yeah, so this is the mount that should be able to go directly onto the light. If I'm doing this correctly, I don't think I'll be needing this bones mount just yet. And the light will just... I lied. I'm gonna need the mount. All right, I'm going to secure this mount onto the light real quick, and then we'll attach the light dome or the softbox to the actual light. Okay, so now we have the dome connected to the light. You should be able to see the light at the center. So now for the light stand. Here we go. It doesn't look or feel super sturdy, but I'm assuming when we get it fully set up, it'll be pretty steady. All right, there we go. Fully set up, and it is a lot more sturdy once the light is actually on top. All right, this is what it should look like now with the modeling light on and the light dome on. And if we crank up the power, just like that, you'll be able to see just how bright it can really get. There is more that we need to actually add to the light itself. So we have this cloth that goes over the softbox, and then this is actually a grid that you add to the outside, just like that. And it diffuses the light a bit more and adds a little bit more directional control of the light. Cool. Now we have the grid on it and the actual elements of the softbox inside. And now take a look at the difference that it makes when you have the light on with the softbox elements. So that's at 100%, and you can see it's a lot more diffused, a lot softer of a light. Now I'm going to show you the difference that it makes in a lighting setup when you actually are using a more professional light versus something that I'm currently using, like my smaller light. It is pretty big though, so. Okay, first of all, let's just see how this softbox light adds to kind of like the overall picture quality and video quality compared to some of my previous videos. You can see at the beginning of the video how I was using the small light, and now I have set up the big softbox with the light. You can see it's kind of very diffused on my face, and there's a little bit of shadow on this side, which just adds to more of a cinematic look or a professional look. So I went ahead and bought this, which is a flash trigger for the camera to connect to the Godox 8400. Basically all you do is you mount this to the top of your camera with the hot mount, and the cool thing is it'll automatically detect this and put it in the flash mode. It's really easy to set this up and connect this to the light itself by just connecting it to the channel that it's on. So here it says channel A, and that's what I was using to take these pictures with the light. So now I'm going to show you some of the pictures that I took with the light, and it wasn't anything like studio or anything, it was just out here in the lobby, but they turned out pretty good for what they were. Big shout out to Jay and Shad for helping me take these pictures. Thanks guys, I owe you one. Okay, so now we're going to go into Lightroom, and I'm going to show you some of the photos that I took of Jay and Shad. Alright, so here we're going to go to the flagged photos, which are the ones that I saved and actually edited. And these were taken out in the lobby, so of course there's some distractions going on in the background, and there's some lights and stuff, so it's not like anything studio lighting. But with the light, it looks a lot more professional than what it would be without it. And of course, I turned off all the lights in the lobby itself just to make it a lot more professional looking and allow the light to do all the work. One of the cool things you can see is that this is just set up as the one key light coming down from this direction to cast the shadow on this side of the face and illuminate this side of the face. But here's a really good example of how the key light can illuminate the entire face. In this previous one, it shows more of the more shadows on the face, which is more of a dramatic look, but this side it shows more of illuminated face. But this is a better example of how it can illuminate the whole face with just one light. And of course, if we look really closely, we can see just how detailed you can get with a light. And I believe this one was taken at 1/200th of a second. And that's really the magic of a flash, is that you can capture movement without having to have a super high shutter speed. So one other photo I want to show you is this one that I took of Jay. And what's really interesting about this is that he was on the ping pong table for this shot, and he's just kind of sitting there, and the ping pong is right here, I believe. But let's go into develop and I'll show you a little bit about how I actually edited this. Basically, this is the original, and you can see he's right here on the ping pong table, and all of this is kind of just light and distraction. This is the reflection of the light in that little picture frame. But basically we went from this to this, which looks like he's kind of suspended in air and is like just a really cool picture. But basically the way that I did this was I first of all went and I did some masks. And this is the mask that I created overall, and I believe I used the subject detect. And let's see, if I turn this off, you can see just how contrasted the difference is. So with this on, you can see I just took down the exposure pretty much all the way, took down the shadows all the way. If I bring the exposure back up to normal, you can see just all the distractions in the background. And I think it turned out really nicely. It doesn't look super over edited, but it looks almost as if it was on some kind of black backdrop, or he was on like a green screen and I cut him out. But overall it looks really cool, and you can see it turned out pretty great. And still, it has that kind of dramatic look where the light is on one side of his face and it's casting the rest in shadow. I did also do some work with the ISO. You can see some noise starting to peek here through, but I didn't do too much work to it, just made it a little bit more dramatic looking. And I think overall it turned out pretty great. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. And if you want to see more videos like this, just let me know in the comment section, or if you want to see something different, just let me know. Anyways, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.